Welcome to the Auto and Car Purchase Calculator tutorial for morecalculators.com in partnership with dealerzapper.com. At morecalculators.com, we have over 20 different free calculators to help you with buying a car, buying a home, renting a home, estimating your taxes, making a budget, calculating your income, and investing in real estate. We invite you to try our calculators today at morecalculators.com. The Auto and Car Calculator is a very interesting calculator. Basically, what I designed this calculator to do is anytime you're at a car dealership, I wanted you to be able to see if you were getting a good deal or not using your cell phone. You can visit dealerzapper.com on most cell phones' internet system just by going to dealerzapper.com. When you get to dealerzapper.com, you will be able to enter payment details that the dealer is quoting you and see if you're getting a decent deal or a not so good deal. Basically, when you're buying a car, sometimes a dealer will quote you monthly payment and term of payment. In other words, it could be $369 a month for 60 months. The idea sometimes is to hide the interest rate. So that is what dealerzapper.com helps you to figure out. You can figure out if you're getting a good interest rate or a bad interest rate. So, this is a little bit different. We're actually going to visit dealerzapper.com on a cell phone emulator. This is what it would look like on a cellular phone. This particular one is a Sony Ericsson K750. However, it has been tested on other cell phones as well. You will see that the Dealer Zapper homepage is very simple. If you were to go to it on your home computer, you would find that it doesn't look very good. The reason is because we're trying to make it very simple so that it works on a cell phone. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our example of $369 a month for 60 months, and we're going to have a finance amount of $18,500. So basically, we will know those pieces of information. We'll know the monthly payment, how long the payment is, and roughly how much we're going to be financing, which is basically the purchase price of the car minus our trade. But sometimes if you have a negative trade, then you would add the trade on. So we'll go ahead and try this out. So we'll go ahead and type in our $369 a month. Okay. Our next one, it asks how many payments. And we'll type in 60. Then our amount to finance is going to be $18,500. With these pieces of information, we can let Dealer Zapper do its work. And it's thinking. Now, on this screen, you will see it says scroll down for your results. Now, the reason we have this is so that if you make a mistake, you can quickly fix it and then resubmit the information, or make whatever changes you need to. Then it gives you the results. It says the interest rate is 7.31%, and it tells you what the total of your payments is. That's basically it. Okay? And it says, is this a reasonable rate? If you have good credit, you should get a low rate. If you have credit issues, you'll get a higher rate. Now, you have to remember that you still have, even after you agree on a price for the car, you'll be presented with various additional options, usually called financing and insurance, or the F&I department, that will increase the price of the car beyond these numbers. You have insurance and credit and life and road care packages and additional warranties and things like that. So you need to be aware that these will increase the price of the car past what we see here. Okay? So with our $369, $60, and $18,500, we found out that our interest rate is 7.31%. Now, what if we were quoted $369 and 72 months? Okay? Because remember, we're only going to get $369 and 72. And our finance amount. We'll click submit again. Scroll down. and get our answer here. The interest rate is 12.76%. So you see how that went up 5%. So that's the whole point of this calculator, to figure out what your interest rate is, because that's kind of the end-all be-all of buying a car. If that interest rate is low, then you're good to go. If it's higher, then you might want to negotiate more, or just terminate negotiations altogether. But that depends on your credit. Do you have good credit? Do you have not so good credit? And that's what you need to evaluate. Now, we're going to go back to our original example here. 369.60. Go down here, submit. We'll see that we're now back to our 7.31%. Now, what if we had $369 a month, 60 months, but we're financing $15,500? Let's find out. Click on submit. Scroll down. And now you see the interest rate is 15.03%. That's even higher. So that's the key. You just have to evaluate, okay, how good is my credit? And is the interest rate the dealer is proposing to me, does that match my credit? That's all you got to figure out. Now, this is called, what this whole procedure is called payment shopping. That's basically how dealers negotiate. Many of them. I mean, others don't, but a lot do. You can avoid payment shopping altogether by shopping either as a cash customer, going and getting a loan through a credit union, and your credit union will say, okay, you have $15,000 for a car. Or, various finance companies, or if you've saved up money, then you just go to the dealer and you say, okay, what's the price of the car? And that's it. You don't even worry about the payment amounts. Or you've already negotiated the payment amounts with a lender beforehand. So if you have your $15,000 from a credit union, they're going to tell you what your payments are going to be for that. But then you can approach the dealer and say, okay, I got X amount to spend. That's all I'm spending. I'm not doing any of this other silly negotiations. Then at the end, he says, okay, the car's 15 grand. You give over your 15 grand and you're done. Okay? That's how you avoid payment shopping. But if you're getting financing through the dealer, then you might have to deal with this whole payment shopping thing. So that's DealerZapper.com. Our car price checker is what we call it. And again, it's accessible on a cell phone. Many cell phones will be able to get to this. And if you have any questions for DealerZapper.com or morecalculators.com, we have the morecalculators.com help center, which is at morecalculators.com, and you'll be able to leave a comment or ask any questions there. So thank you very much, and you have a great day.